This video will give you a brief tour of QuickBooks Centers. We'll start from the home page. If you don't see the home page, you can click it in the icon bar. QuickBooks organizes your company information into centers. Those centers store information and transactions and provide a central place to perform related tasks and generate reports. QuickBooks loves to give you options, so you have several ways to open a center. By clicking its icon in the icon bar, by clicking its button on the home page, or by choosing it from the menus. I'll start with the Customer Center. My favorite way of opening it is the button on the home page. The Customer Center is the hub for your customers. Here you can find information you want to know about your customers. It's basically a list of your customers and jobs and transactions across all your customers. For example, estimates, invoices, payments, and so on. To see details on one customer, click their name in the Customer and Jobs list, and you can see a list of their transactions on the Transaction tab, any additional contacts on the Contacts tab, to-do items, and any notes. You can also quickly create reports on the customer using these links for reporting. If you need to make any changes on the customer information, click the pencil icon. Inside the Customer Center is the Collections Center. This center provides a central area to help you monitor what your customers owe you. It lists customers with overdue or almost due invoices. This icon here tells you that this customer does not have an email address on file. And QuickBooks makes this unpleasant task of contacting these customers a little bit easier by creating an email, and you can email the selected customers in bulk. So let's go ahead and close the Collection Center and the Customer Center. The Lead Center is where you can track prospective customers. You can open the Lead Center from the Company menu or from the Customers menu. You can keep track of all your interactions with potential customers, such as phone calls, emails, meetings, appointments, tasks, additional contacts, notes. Taking notes can help you document your interactions. For example, what was discussed at a meeting or any follow-up tasks that you might have. You can filter the leads list to focus on leads by type, such as hot, warm, cold, and those that have been converted to customers. To convert an existing lead to a customer, you can either right-click and choose Convert to a Customer, or you can click the Convert to Customer icon. So let's go ahead and close the Lead Center. And let's take a look at the Vendor Center. So like the Customer Center, this is basically a list of your vendors and related transactions. In QuickBooks, the term vendor refers to people and companies you buy goods and services from to run your business. Vendors can include the office supply store, the utilities company, the cleaning service, and any tax agencies. And like the Customer Center, the Vendor Center is where you can find anything you want to know about your vendors, including transactions. So click the Transactions tab and you can view transactions across all your vendors. Or you can select a specific vendor and you can view all their transactions on the Transactions tab, additional contacts on the Contacts tab, any to-do items, and any notes. You can view quick reports on the vendors, and you can click the pencil to make any changes to the vendor information. Let's close the Vendor Center and go to the Employee Center. The Employee Center stores information about your employees and their transactions. In your company preferences, if you indicate that you don't track time and if you turn off payroll, you won't see the Employee Center. If you subscribe to one of the payroll services, the Employee Center will also include a Payroll Center, where you can perform all your payroll tasks. Let's close the Employee Center and go to the Report Center. So the Report Center lists all the different reports by category that QuickBooks can create for you. And the Report Center has 3 views: Carousel, I like this one, a List View, and the Grid View. If you click the Info icon, you'll get a brief description of what the report does. If you click the Help, you'll get a more detailed description. And if you click the Favorite icon, you'll see that report in the Reports Favorite Reports menu or on the Favorites tab. Other tabs include the Memorized tab, which will list any reports that you've memorized. The Recent tab shows reports that you've viewed recently. And Contributed shows any reports contributed and shared by other QuickBooks users. Let's close the Report Center. There are a couple other centers, the Doc Center, which allows you to keep documents related to customers and vendors in one place, and the App Center, where you can purchase web-based applications from Intuit. Let's close both of these. So that's a brief introduction to the centers. Other videos will go into them in more detail.